Richardson going right to the air. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You talk about this Titan defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens.
Under pressure, they got him again. Harold Landry providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Richardson on 4th down. He's going up top for Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have DeAndre Hopkins. He's all alone. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Yards and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Richardson to throw. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Tannehill going to move him around. And now an audible here into something else. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to throw, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 2. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Panther 60.
Now they'll change things up. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Titans had 8-3 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Henry again on second down. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
Give them the completion. No gain. But let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7. This taken in at the goal line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Richardson now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, Richardson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Off play action. Richardson on the move to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action with Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A final shot before the half. Richardson looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Richardson now. A final shot before break. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition.
Here's a diving catch right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now Tannehill looks to change things up.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Inside handoff, Henry.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Tannehill.
A check down here for Henry.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Tannehill. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Henry up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw is Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson looking to throw this. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Off play action, Tannehill. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Back now in Nashville, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans will add to their 4th quarter lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
3rd and long for Richardson.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tannehill. It's complete to Hopkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Tannehill going to throw it. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 68 yards. And the Titans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Steps away to his left. Gets a Richardson hit and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here is 3rd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 101 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.